Hi, I am Bhavik Thakkar. Welcome to Bititude. If you are more comfortable with Hindi language, please hit the I button and watch the Hindi version of the same video. And if you are comfortable with English, let's carry on. If you are preparing for one of these government exams, or even if you are preparing for one of these MBA entrances, you have come to the right place as in this video. I have come up with the perfect strategy which will make sure that you develop that decisive cutting edge, which will make sure that you can crack easily the competitive exam that you are preparing for. Well, in this video we are going to solve 4 quantitative ability questions, first with the formula method, which is claimed to be the best shortcut by most of the other YouTube videos and also by so many books available in the market. And later we are going to solve the same questions with the Bititude logical method, which actually develops conceptual clarity and lateral thinking in students' mind, which will enable them to skip that formula step and which will make them jump to the answer step directly from the question at one go. Let us understand this. You might have heard of a phrase that if you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. But if you teach him how to fish, you feed him for the lifetime. Right? It actually stands true in the context of competitive exam as well. If you teach a student a formula method, he will be able to solve the same kind of questions using that formula. But if you are actually able to teach him the art of learning, the real aptitude, he will be able to go beyond chapters, he will be able to go beyond those topics, and he will be able to solve the questions of other topics, other chapters using the same fundamental logic. Well, let's do some examples and figure it out. As I told you earlier, there are 4 questions that we are going to solve and the level of difficulty is going to increase question by question. So the first 2 questions are going to be easy, third question is going to be a bit moderate one, and the last question is really going to be a difficult one, because when you learn at this kind of a pace, it's easy to understand the concept, right? Alright, let's start with the first question. Well, the question is very easy, and as promised, first we are going to solve it with the formula method, which is claimed to be the best method by so many YouTube videos and so many books available in the market. Well, the formula to solve this kind of the question is pretty easy, and if you actually apply this formula, the thing is that total legs is nothing but, we already know it is 390, so we would say 390 by 2 is 195, and minus heads is nothing but 135. So the answer is nothing but 60. So you would actually think that, well, it's very easy, right? You'll be tempted to go for this kind of the method to prepare for your aptitude. You will think, well, formula method is really damn easy. It hardly took 5 seconds to solve this kind of a question. Well, let's carry on with the second question then. Alright, the second question goes something like this. Alright, now what happens is, what formula means? Formula means a formula given for a particular type of situation. So we can use a formula for a particular type of question and we can get the answer in very less time, which we did earlier in the first question. Now in the second question, the problem is we cannot make formula for each and every kind of question, right? Because there are infinite number of scenarios possible. Already, if you go through the book Magical Methods, there is a book which is a very famous book by M. Tyra. There are already 500 formulas, and still it doesn't have formula to solve this kind of a question, because you cannot make formula for each and every kind of scenario, otherwise you would be under depth with infinite number of formulas, right? And you cannot mug up that much. Now, the problem is as soon as we don't have formula, we fall back on our traditional method, that is making equations. So to solve this question, we will make an equation. First equation for the total number of students, second equation for the total number of money. For example, here total number of students is 68, so we would say x plus y is 68. Say x is the number of boys, y is the number of girls. And for total number of money, because all boys have 5 rupees, all girls have 8 rupees, we would say 5x plus 8y is 460. Now it would take around 20 seconds minimum to solve these equations, and you will get your answers as x is equal to 28, y is equal to 40, right? So you would make equations, solve them. It would take around, if this question was pretty easy, right? It would take around 40-45 seconds to solve this, right? Which actually from my point of view is a bit too much. Let's understand how. All right, now if we had understood the very first question with logic, we could have done it something like this. Look, the Beatitude logic to solve this kind of a question where there are two variables and both are assigned with different values and total of those is given. For example, here we are given hens and cows. Hens have 2 legs, cows have 4 legs, and total legs are given. And we are supposed to find out the cows. The method is pretty easy. What is the method? The method is we would assume all those animals to be the other animal. We are supposed to find out cows, right? We would assume all of them to be hens. Now just understand, if all these 135 animals are hens, they would have 270 legs, but we have got 120 extra legs. Why this 120 extra legs? Because all are not hens, some of them are cows. When there is one cow instead of one hen, there are 2 legs extra, right? There are 2 legs extra. So if this 120 is divided by 2, there would be 60 cows possible, right? So this is, look, this would also take the 5 seconds. It wouldn't take more, but you gained logic. When you were doing it with formula, you were putting bullshit in your mind. Are you getting this? Because you didn't know why. You were just mugging up that formula. You were putting some bullshit in your mind, right? But when you understood logic, you could actually go beyond the chapter. Now look here. Once more, let us understand the logic. What was the logic? We are supposed to find out the cows. We would assume all of them to be the other animal like hen. So all 35, if they are hens, 270 legs are natural because all hens have 2 legs. 390 minus 270 is 120 legs are still extra. That is because all are not hens, some of them are cows. For each cow, we have got 2 legs extra. Hens have got 2 legs, cows have got 4. So for each cow that we have 4 hen, we have got 2 legs extra. So 120 are extra divided by 2. 60 cows have to be there. Fine. Now look how it helps to understand the question in this manner in the second question. Well, in the second question also, if we assume we are supposed to find out girls, right? If we assume all of them to be boys, we would say 68 multiplied by 5, 340 rupees are natural. It's very easy. 340 rupees have to be there. But how many rupees we have? 120 extra. And this is because all of them are not boys, some of them are girls. So 120, how many rupees extra does girl have? 3, right? Instead of 5, they've got 8. So 120 by 3, 40 girls have to be there. Are you getting this? So that is what Beatitude is. Understanding the things at their heart. If you understand the logic, if you develop the logic, which is actually the real aptitude, not that rattabaji, not that method where you mug up the formula. That is not aptitude. That is actually called cheating. You are not able to develop logic in your mind. That is why you are doing cheating by mugging up the formula. Are you getting this? So you are trying to actually cheat the examiner, but the examiners nowadays have become very smart. And the questions that you are going to find in your exam are not going to be those typical ones for which you would have formula each and every time. No. Right? Alright. So let's try to understand the third question, which is a bit moderate question. It's a question from percentage. Alright. Now here again, if you go for the formula method, as I told you before, there is no formula for each and every type of question. So for this kind of the question, again you will fall back on the equation method. You will frame an equation first for the total investment 8,000, second for the total income 1280. So first you would assume, because there are two schemes, some is invested in scheme A, some is invested in scheme B, you would say X rupees is invested in scheme A and Y rupees is invested in scheme B. So first equation is pretty easy. Second equation, because you are getting 15% return on X rupees and 19% return on Y and total income is this, the second equation is also very easy to make. So you can frame these equations in maybe 10 seconds once you understand the questions, and then solving them will take around 30-40 seconds more. Within a minute you would definitely get your answer, but these are kind of the easy questions where you should not invest more than 15 seconds, right? So look, your answer is 2000 because we are supposed to find out the amount invested in scheme B. All right, now let us try to understand this with the logic. Well, we are supposed to find out the amount invested in scheme B, so we would assume all is invested in scheme A. So 8000's 15% is the thing, but 1200. Very easy, right? 15 into 8, 120. So 1200. So how much income you are getting more? 80 rupees. Why we are getting more? Because some of them is invested in scheme B, and because of which you are getting this 4% more, right? So that 4% actually amounts you to 80. So the total investment, your 100% will be how much? Obviously 4 into 25 is 100. 80 into 25 is 2000. So again you are getting the same answer 2000, but this time with logic. And right now I am explaining. That's why I am writing all of this. In exam, actually you can figure it out something like this. Once you understand the question, you will directly calculate this. 8000's 15% is 1200, 80 more, 4% is 80, 100% into 25, 80 into 25, 2000. That's it. Are you getting this? Not even 15 seconds. I would have hardly taken 5, 6, 7 seconds. Fine? Yeah, once you understand the question. So to read the question and understand it may take around 5 to 7 seconds more. But in total, these questions should not take more than even 15 seconds. Well, that brings us to the last question of this particular video. This question is kind of a difficult one. It is from set theory. You can try it yourself. As soon as we look at the question, we feel that this is the formula which should solve this kind of a question. It's a formula from set theory. So we all know that A union B union C is A plus B plus C, etc., etc. This is a standard formula, right? Minus A intersection B minus B intersection C minus A intersection C, or you can actually club all of them and say minus against it and plus the intersection of all three, right? You can actually put the numbers like something like this. So we know that total is 100. So A union B union C, you can put 100, and individual values are given as 30, 50 and 70. Well, the problem with this formula is we are not given the individual values of those intersections. So we would put blank in place of those three intersections, and all three intersections also we don't know. Actually, that is the value which we are supposed to find out, because we are supposed to find out the people who have got all the three injuries, right? All right. Now, here is one, I would say, pitfall where students can make a mistake. What usually students will do is, because we are given that there are exactly 42 people who have got 2 injuries, they are tempted to put 42 as a sum of these three, which is actually wrong. And that is where you can get the wrong answer. Well, why it is wrong? Let us try to understand. Let us try to understand the basic understanding of set theory. It is this figure, right? When we say A union B union C, that means we are talking about this area. All these dots make up this area. Fair enough. And this is the formula which will give us the value which should be equal to sum of all these dots, right? We all know this. All right. Now look, this is very important. When we say A intersection B, which dot actually it means? Usually students believe that it is these dots. This is the dot, right? A union B is this dot. No, A union B actually means this whole area. Because look, the circle of A is this, the circle of B is this. So the common area between A and B also includes this area, which is the common area of all the three, right? So A intersection B includes that area. B intersection C, that means the common between the circle B and circle C also includes this area. Are you getting this? So the problem is each of these three include the common area of all the three, while these 42 people are the people who have got exactly 2 injuries. So that means they don't include this, it is just this plus this plus this, right? So then you cannot actually put 42 in place of some of these three, right? So how to deal with the question now? So even if you are doing it with the formula, you will have to use your logic. You will have to understand that you cannot exactly directly use this formula because the question is a bit tricky. So when the question gets trickier, you have to use logic anyway. So you would actually put the values like P, Q, R and X here. So all three are X, here P, Q and R, something like this. And then you would understand that A intersection B, common value between A and B is P plus X. You would actually put P plus X here. Common between B and C. Common between B and C is actually X plus R, right? So you would have to put R plus X here. And common between A and C, you cannot put just Q. It is Q plus X, right? So when you would put this value, your equation, because now we know the common of all three is taken as X, right? Common of all three has, so those people who have got all three injuries are X. So your equation becomes something like this. Now here we can understand that P plus Q plus R, right? Those are the people who have got exactly 2 injuries. This P plus Q plus R. They are the people who have got exactly 3 injuries. So sum of them can be taken as 42. So we can actually say 42 here in the bracket plus X, that means plus 3X, right? So when we put these values, the equation becomes something like this. And now in the equation, we have got only one variable. So of course we can solve it. After some time, you will get your answer as 4. So look, this particular way of solving the question is not only long, it's also a bit tricky. You can easily make some mistake if you don't understand the formula, right? And if you had to do it logically, why wouldn't we do it with the pure logic? So how would we do it with the Beatitude logic? Look, we can actually understand that there are 100 people with 30 plus 50 plus 70, 150 injuries, right? Some of these 100 people would have 1 injury, some of them would have 2 injuries, some of them would have 3 injuries. Fair enough? Now, because we are given that there are 42 people who have got exactly 2 injuries, we can say 42 people with 84 injuries. And if we subtract them, we are left with 58 people with 66 injuries. And out of these 58 people, some of them would have 1 injury and some of them would have 3 injuries. Fair enough? Because those people with 2 injuries are already excluded from this. Now, that Beatitude logic is pretty easy. What we say, if, because we are supposed to find out the people with all 3 injuries, we would assume all of them to be the people with 1 injury. So if all these 58 people have 1 injury, there would be 58 injuries only, but there are how many more? 8 extra injuries, because some of these people would have 2 extra injuries, right? So 8 divided by 2 will give you 4. So 4 people would be there with all the 3 injuries. So the answer actually matches with that equation 1, right? And this is how you could have done it. Are you getting this? This is how easily you could have done it if you actually grasp the concept in its real sense, and that is what Beatitude is. We actually make you understand what that particular concept means rather than making you mug up the formula. Fair enough? So I hope you enjoyed this video. और अगर आपको ये वीडियो अच्छा लगा है, if you really want to learn this kind of more techniques, fine, what you can do is you can actually go and hit this I button to know about our Beatitude online batches. So there are so many online courses that are available for all this kind of the courses. And even after watching those videos, if you've got more queries, something like about date, fees, payment, the mode of payment, something, then you can actually call on this number. Well, and there's another way out as well. If you want to learn about this kind of techniques, please subscribe to our channel, and we are frequently putting the videos over there, so you can learn a lot from there. So if you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, comment, right? You know the things. Please do them and just keep watching, keep learning and keep enjoying.